I was supposed to take the number 3, but I saw a 5 and thought that looks like me. Driver said morning, I said morning too. Then watched my neighborhood disappear from view. Past the bakery I always walk beside, then a school with a mural painted twice as wide. I checked my phone, checked the street, checked the map, then laughed because there wasn't really any going back. I could have pulled the bell, I could have made a fuss, but the window looked too interesting to get off that bus. So I took the wrong bus, and maybe that's alright. It carried me somewhere I would have missed otherwise. Wrong street, wrong turn, wrong number on the sign, but there's a little piece of nowhere, and somehow it feels like mine. I took the wrong bus, and I'm not even lost tonight. There's a man selling oranges beside a wall, 3 kids kicking a bottle like a soccer ball. A tiny cafe with 2 chairs outside, and somebody's washing a yellow taxi by the side. We crossed a bridge I didn't know was there, saw a river flashing silver in the air. I thought about the places I rush right through, and all the things a different road can show you. Maybe getting somewhere isn't always the point. Maybe sometimes you just follow the road you didn't choose. So I took the wrong bus, and maybe that's alright. It carried me somewhere I would have missed otherwise. Wrong street, wrong turn, wrong number on the sign, but there's a little piece of nowhere, and somehow it feels like mine. I took the wrong bus, and I'm not even lost tonight. I used to think mistakes were things you had to fix. Cross them out, start over, find the road that makes more sense. But maybe some mistakes are doors without a sign, and maybe being late is sometimes being right on time. So I took the wrong bus, and look where I ended up, with a river on my left side and a paper coffee cup. Wrong street, wrong turn, but I don't mind the view. If every wrong direction can lead to something new. Yeah, I took the wrong bus, and I think I'll stay on through. Driver asked, last stop. I look outside and smile. Not yet. There's a drop cloth underneath the window, paint cans sitting where the old desk stood. I roll a coat of green across the wall, trying to make this little room feel new again. Behind the bookshelf, underneath the frame, I find a pencil line with someone's name, a crooked star, a date I almost missed, and suddenly I'm standing somewhere I used to live. Funny what a wall can keep when you think it's all been gone. I came here just to change the color, now I'm remembering who I was. Green paint on the old wall, covering the years, but every little mark underneath still somehow disappears without really disappearing. I guess that's how it goes. You paint over yesterday, but you don't erase what you know. Green paint on the old wall, fresh coat, different view. I came here to change this room and found a little bit of you. There's a height mark near the closet door, another one above it, then a few more. I remember standing there in socks, thinking growing up would happen all at once. There's a tiny hole where a poster used to be, a faded shape where tape held something up for years. I laugh because I know that kids somehow, even though I wouldn't know what to tell them now. Maybe growing up is strange. You leave and then return and find the things you thought you'd lost were simply waiting underneath. Green paint on the old wall, covering the years, but every little mark underneath still somehow disappears without really disappearing. I guess that's how it goes. You paint over yesterday, but you don't erase what you know. Green paint on the old wall, fresh coat, different view. I came here to change this room and found a little bit of you. So I'll finish what I started, let the window open wide, let the new color catch the sunlight, let the old one stay inside. Some things don't need to stay visible, still be part of where you've been. Maybe that's what growing means, making room without throwing everything away. Green paint on the old wall, morning coming through. The room looks almost different, but it still remembers too. Green paint on the old wall, I put the roller down. Funny how a brand new color can make an old place feel like home somehow. I leave the door wide open, let the paint finish drying, and on the wall behind the door I leave one little pencil line. I went in for milk and a loaf of bread, came out with 3 peaches instead. Don't ask me why, I don't know what happened. There was a sale sign and I lost my judgment. One rolled away underneath aisle 4. I chased it past the cereal store. A little kid pointed, started to laugh, and the cashier said, "You planning to eat all that?" I said, "Honestly, I don't have a plan." She smiled and said, "Sometimes that's how the best things happen." 3 peaches in a paper bag, 3 little reasons to laugh. I came for one thing, walked out with 3. Now there's peach juice on my sleeve. 3 peaches, what a strange little day. Somehow everything went the wrong way. I don't know where this afternoon goes, but I got 3 peaches and a pocket full of hope. And a pocket full of hope. Outside, one split open on the sidewalk, right beside a guy walking a talking dog. Well, maybe the dog wasn't talking at all, but he looked at me like he'd seen it all. I gave the second peach to the kid, the one who laughed when the first one slid. He said thanks like I'd planned the whole thing, then ran off wearing a superhero cape. And I stood there thinking this wasn't on my list. Funny how a normal afternoon can turn into something like this. 3 peaches in a paper bag, 3 little reasons to laugh. I came for one thing, walked out with 3. Now there's peach juice on my sleeve. 3 peaches, what a strange little day. Somehow everything went the wrong way. I don't know where this afternoon goes, but I've got 3 peaches and a pocket full of hope. Maybe I should make a list less often, leave a little room for things to happen. A wrong turn, a cracked sidewalk, a fruit rolling where it shouldn't. Maybe life gets interesting when you stop trying to make it behave. 3 peaches in a paper bag, 1 left and I'm taking it back. I came from milk, I got a story, and honestly that's better than boring. 3 peaches, what a strange little day. I think I'll keep the mess this way. Some days don't need a reason or plan, they just show up and make you laugh. I get home, put the peach on the table, forget the milk again. I guess I'll go tomorrow. Found them underneath the bed today. Dust on the laces, faded gray. I almost threw them in the box by the door, then saw the little scuff from the summer before. Back when every Saturday felt wide, we'd leave after breakfast and decide where to ride. No map in my pocket, no reason to know, just these old shoes and somewhere to go. I put them on just to see if they still remembered me. They didn't fit the way they used to, but somehow they still felt like freedom. Saturday shoes take me back again to the days that didn't need a plan. Grass on the sidewalk, dust on my jeans, running through the afternoon like 17. Saturday shoes worn down at the heel. Funny how a little leather can make the past feel real. I don't need to be that kid again. I just like remembering when. I walk past the corner where we'd always meet. Same cracked pavement underneath my feet. The old basketball hoop is leaning to the side, and somebody's painted over the line. There's a new cafe where the record store was. New faces sitting where we used to rush. Everything changed without asking me, but I guess that's how a neighborhood breathes. I thought I'd lost those days, but maybe they just change shape. Some memories don't ask you to return, they just remind you what you learned. Saturday shoes take me back again to the days that didn't need a plan. Grass on the sidewalk, dust on my jeans, running through the afternoon like 17. Saturday shoes worn down at the heel. Funny how a little leather can make the past feel real. I don't need to be that kid again. I just like remembering when. I used to think growing up meant leaving everything behind. Now I think maybe growing up means knowing what to keep inside. Not the streets, not the old house, not the years I can't replay, just the part of me that still wants to walk outside and see where the road goes. Saturday shoes take me down the street, not to find the past, just to feel my feet. The world's much bigger than it was back then, but I still know that kid somewhere within. Saturday shoes worn down and old. Some things don't have to stay new to be gold. I don't need to go back again. I just like remembering when. I leave them by the front door, not ready to throw them away. Maybe I'll wear them next Saturday. Every morning at the same old gate, I hear 3 barks before it's even 8. There you are pulling on that red leash, looking like you got somewhere important to be. You bark at bicycles, you bark at rain, you bark at the mailman driving past again. I used to think, man, what is wrong with you? Now I know your bark before I see you. You never learned my name, but somehow you know mine. Every time I walk that way, you make a little room for me in your life. Hey, neighbor's dog, you used to drive me crazy. Now I slow down when I pass your gate, just to hear you say hey. Hey, neighbor's dog, you're not even my street feels different when you don't come along. One day you slipped your collar in the rain, ran 3 houses down and stopped beside my gate. I chased you halfway down the road. You looked back like, come on, let's go. We found your owner by the corner store, laughing while you shook water on the floor. She said, he likes you, that's why he ran. I said, well, I guess we're neighbors now, aren't we? Funny how a little noise can become part of your day. You don't notice what something means until it isn't there. Hey, neighbor's dog, you used to drive me crazy. Now I slow down when I pass your gate, just to hear you say hey. Hey, neighbor's dog, you're not even my dog, but somehow the street feels different when you don't come along. Last week I walked past your house and the gate was quiet. No barking, no leash, no muddy footprints beside it. I stood there for a second, then heard your collar from inside. You came running to the window and I laughed like you'd saved my night. Hey, neighbor's dog, you still drive me crazy, but now I kinda like it when you make a little noise. Hey, neighbor's dog, you're still not my dog, but you've been part of this street so long. I think you've been part of mine all along. 3 barks from the gate, red leash in the rain. I wave, you bark, same as always. There was a postcard in the mailbox today. No return address, just my name in blue ink. A picture of a little town by the sea, somewhere I've never been, as far as I think. 3 crooked houses, a yellow boat, a lighthouse leaning into the sky. On the back just 6 words were written, wish you were here, you'd like it. I stood there in the kitchen, reading it twice again. Funny how 6 little words can make you wonder where you've been. Postcard from nowhere, who sent you to me? A place I can't remember, a place I've never seen. Postcard from nowhere, sitting beside my keys. Now there's a little corner of the world I can't stop thinking of these days. Maybe I'll go there someday. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. I asked my sister, asked my old friends, nobody knew the handwriting. I searched the name of the little town, found a coastline and a ferry line. There's a bakery beside the harbor, a bookstore painted yellow and green. The pictures looked almost familiar, though I know I've never been. So I pinned it to the refrigerator, right between the bills and the list. Now every time I reach for coffee, I wonder who I'm supposed to miss. Postcard from nowhere, who sent you to me? A place I can't remember, a place I've never seen. Postcard from nowhere, sitting beside my keys. Now there's a little corner of the world I can't stop thinking of these days. Maybe I'll go there someday. Maybe that's the point. Maybe it wasn't meant to be a mystery. Maybe someone just got my name wrong. Maybe it crossed 100 different hands and somehow ended up where it belonged. But what if I follow that little blue line, take a train and find the sea? What if the strangest invitations are the ones we're supposed to keep? Postcard from nowhere, I don't need to know who put you in my mailbox or why they sent you home. Postcard from nowhere, you're not nowhere anymore. You've given me a place to wonder about, and maybe something more. Maybe I'll go there someday. Maybe I'll find out why. I turn the postcard over, read those 6 words one more time. Wish you were here, I smile. Maybe soon. Window seat 14, that's where I landed. Bag on the floor, coffee in my hand. Didn't choose the view, didn't choose the side, but the countryside opened up outside. A woman with a paperback sat across the aisle. A kid pressed his forehead to the window for miles. Someone's headphones leaked a melody, and the whole train settled into its own speed. I watched the houses disappear, then watched new ones appear. Funny how a moving train can make everything feel clear. Window seat 14, watch the whole world roll. Fields become a river, then a town, an open road. I don't know where we're going, and I don't need to know. Sometimes all you need is a window and somewhere to go. Window seat 14, keep the world moving slow. We passed a man repairing a fence, a red barn leaning just a little to the left, 2 bicycles beside a garden gate, someone hanging laundry while the train rolled away. The kid across the aisle waved at every car, counting them like they were shooting stars. His mother laughed and said, "You're gonna miss one." He said, "That's okay, there'll be another one." I smiled at that and looked outside at all the places passing by. Maybe there's a lesson in a window that never asks you to decide. Window seat 14, watch the whole world roll. Fields become a river, then a town, an open road. I don't know where we're going, and I don't need to know. Sometimes all you need is a window and somewhere to go. Window seat 14, keep the world moving slow. I've spent so much time trying to see the next turn, trying to know what comes after, before the present has a chance to work. But today I'm just a passenger, watching sunlight cross the glass. No destination needs explaining. I can let this moment pass. Window seat 14, still watching the world roll. A bridge becomes a skyline, the skyline becomes home. Maybe I'll know the answer when we finally arrive. For now I've got this window and this moving view outside. Window seat 14, I think I'll stay a while. The fine, the tires are fine. I said I haven't ridden one in years. He laughed and held the handlebars, said that's exactly why we're leaving here. We rode past houses with the windows wide, past a bakery sending sugar into the sky. No helmets, no plans, no place to be, just two old bicycles and an afternoon free. We took the road beside the river, where the pavement turns to stone. You said I know a better way, so I followed where you'd go. On a borrowed bicycle, we rode until the town disappeared. Wind against our faces, nothing left to hurry here. I didn't know the road, you didn't know the way, but somehow we kept finding another turn to take. On a borrowed bicycle, I found a whole new Saturday. We stopped beside a field of sunflowers. You tried to take a picture and dropped your phone. I laughed so hard I nearly fell over. You said don't tell anyone when we get home. We shared a bottle of lemonade, sat underneath an old oak tree. You pointed at a cloud and said that one looks exactly like a dog to me. I said it looks like a mountain. You said you're terrible at this. Then we laughed until the afternoon felt too good to miss. On a borrowed bicycle, we rode until the town disappeared. Wind against our faces, nothing left to hurry here. I didn't know the road, you didn't know the way, but somehow we kept finding another turn to take. On a borrowed bicycle, I found a whole new Saturday. Maybe freedom isn't leaving, maybe it isn't going far. Maybe it's a borrowed bicycle and forgetting where you park the car. Maybe it's a friend who says, come on, there's something down this road. And for once you don't need answers, you just need somewhere to go. On a borrowed bicycle, we rode until the sunlight changed. The town came back around us, but nothing felt the same. We gave the bikes back, laughing mud along the wheels. Funny how an ordinary afternoon can remind you how to feel. On a borrowed bicycle, I found a road I want to know. You said same time next Saturday. I said only if I get the blue one. She was standing underneath the awning, watching rain run silver down the street. No umbrella, no jacket, nowhere to go, just a paper bag tucked underneath her sleeve. Then someone stopped beside her, held out a blue umbrella and said, you can take this if you need it, I've got somewhere close instead. She looked at him like she wasn't sure, then smiled and stepped into the rain. He disappeared around the corner and she never caught his name. Funny how the smallest kindness can arrive without a sound. No reason, no explanation, just someone helping someone out. Blue umbrella floating through the rain, carried by a stranger who never asked her name. Blue umbrella, small enough to hold, but somehow that little kindness felt bigger than the whole road. She kept walking through the weather, smiling all the way home. A week went by, the weather changed, the city city dried beneath the sun. She kept that blue umbrella hanging beside the front door. Then one afternoon she saw him waiting at the crossing light. She recognized the blue jacket, and suddenly she smiled. She held the umbrella toward him, said, "I think this belongs to you." He laughed and said, "Keep it, looks better when it's with you." Some stories don't need a beginning, some don't need a perfect end. Sometimes one small moment is enough to change a day. Blue umbrella floating through the rain, carried by a stranger who never asked her name. Blue umbrella, small enough to hold, but somehow that little kindness felt bigger than the whole road. She kept walking through the weather, smiling all the way home. Maybe kindness travels quietly from one hand to another. Maybe someday she'll do the same for somebody she doesn't know. A door held open, a seat given up, a little room beneath the rain. Small things keep moving through the world long after we forget the name. Blue umbrella still hanging by the door, a little piece of kindness she carries more and more. Blue umbrella, proof that people can be good, that one small thing on one rainy day can change the way you see the world. She walks beneath the weather, and this time she stops to share. Two people under one umbrella, then three, then four. The rain keeps falling and nobody minds. The radio's missing half the words, but nobody bothers turning it up. Mom is chopping onions by the window. Dad is trying to fix the cupboard. Someone left a grocery bag sitting right beside the sink. My brother's telling the same old story, and we all pretend it's the first time we hear it. Nothing special on the calendar, nothing anyone had planned. Just a kitchen full of voices and a song we all still understand. Kitchen radio, play it one more time. Let the old song fill the room tonight. Someone's laughing, someone's cooking, someone's dancing while they're looking. Kitchen radio keeps singing low. There are places you don't know you miss until you go. No photograph could ever show how good it felt to simply be at home. The kettle starts its little whistle. Someone burns the toast again. My sister steals a piece of chicken. Dad says, "Don't tell your mother when." The radio changes stations, then comes back to the same old song. Nobody complains about it, so I guess we've known it all along. I used to think the important days would be the ones we'd write down. Turns out some of my favorite memories never made a sound. Kitchen radio, play it one more time. Let the old song fill the room tonight. Someone's laughing, someone's cooking, someone's dancing while they're looking. Kitchen radio keeps singing low. There are places you don't know you miss until you go. No photograph could ever show how good it felt to simply be at home. Someday this kitchen might look different, different chairs, another wall. Maybe that old radio will finally quit. Maybe we won't remember this song at all, but somewhere in me I'll still hear the dishes, the laughter down the hall, and somebody saying, "Come eat before it gets cold." kitchen radio. Play it one more time. Let the whole room settle into that old line. Someone's laughing, someone's cooking, someone's dancing while they're looking. Kitchen radio, keep singing low. I didn't know this was the part I'd wanna hold. Not the big days, not the perfect ones, just this room, these voices, everyone. The radio keeps playing. The food gets cold, nobody gets up. Not yet. Nobody said, stand over there. Nobody fixed their hair. The sunlight landed where it wanted, and nobody really cared. You were laughing at something I can't remember. Coffee cooling in your hand. Someone called from across the street, and suddenly we all began to laugh. I reached for my camera, then stopped halfway through. Somehow taking the picture felt like interrupting you. So I let the moment happen, let it disappear from view. Funny how the things we never capture sometimes stay the clearest too. Almost a photograph, almost something I could keep. Almost a little piece of time I could hold instead of dream. But I remember every detail like the picture never left. The light across your shoulder, the laughter, someone's breath. Almost a photograph, but maybe that's enough. Some moments aren't meant for cameras, they're meant for us. They're meant for us. Years later, I found the same place. The bench was painted blue. The tree had grown above the sidewalk, but I still remembered you. I searched through old pictures, hundreds from that year. There were birthdays, trains, and holidays, but somehow you weren't there. And I laughed because the memory was stronger than them all. No pixels, no frame, no caption, just sunlight on a wall. Maybe memory doesn't need proof. Maybe that's what makes it true. The things I never thought to save are the things I still carry through. Almost a photograph, almost something I could keep. Almost a little piece of time I could hold instead of dream. But I remember every detail like the picture never left. The light across your shoulder, the laughter, someone's breath. Almost a photograph, but maybe that's enough. Some moments aren't meant for cameras, they're meant for us. We spend our lives collecting little evidence we were there. Tickets, pictures, messages, things we carefully prepare. But sometimes life just happens, and there's nothing in your hand, no record that it happened, except the person that you became. Almost a photograph, but I wouldn't change a thing. I don't need to see it on a screen to know exactly what it means. I remember how the afternoon turned gold without a sound. How nobody was looking when the best moment came around. Almost a photograph, and somehow that's enough. Some moments aren't meant for cameras, they're meant for us. I put the camera back in my pocket and keep walking. I planned to be somewhere different by now. Had a list of places and a picture of how. Thought I'd know the road, thought I'd know the signs, thought I'd have every answer by a certain time. Then came the wrong bus, the room with green walls, 3 peaches rolling through a grocery store, old shoes by the door, a dog at the gate, a postcard from somewhere I'd never been before. Funny how the pieces never fit the way I thought they would, but looking back from here, I wouldn't change them if I could. These are the things we never planned, the roads we didn't understand, the afternoons that changed their shape, the little chances that we almost let escape, the wrong turns, the open doors, the people we weren't looking for, all the moments that arrived before we knew we needed them in our lives. These are the things we never planned, and somehow they're the things that made us who we are. Borrowed bicycle, a rainy street, a blue umbrella and a stranger we'd meet, a kitchen radio playing too low, a photograph we never took but somehow still know, a window seat moving through the countryside, a road we followed just to see where it might wind. Nothing looked important while it happened, but somehow every little thing stayed. Maybe life isn't a straight line, maybe it's a collection of days, some arrive exactly as expected, some completely rearrange the page. These are the things we never planned, the roads we didn't understand, the afternoons that changed their shape, the little chances that we almost let escape, the wrong turns, the open doors, the people we weren't looking for, all the moments that arrived before we knew we needed them in our lives. These are the things we never planned, and somehow they're the things that made us who we are. So here's to every misdirection, every why not we almost said no to, every ordinary Tuesday that quietly became a memory. Here's to the plans that fell apart, the places we didn't expect to love, the people who showed up without warning, and the version of us they helped become. These are the things we never planned, the best parts we never had in hand, the roads we took without a map, the little pieces of the world we didn't know we'd have, the wrong turns, the open doors, the unexpected beautiful detours, all the moments that arrived and changed the shape of our lives. These are the things we never planned, and maybe that's the plan. So leave a little space on the page, leave a little room for tomorrow. You never know what might happen next.